we take a look back at what went on at Universal Orlando Resort in 2017 on episode 281 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I'm your host Lee. Happy New Year everyone. It is now 2018 and with me is Tracy.
Happy New Year everyone.
Darren is not here unfortunately.
Still recovering from New Year.
Possibly. But we are not alone.
We are not alone.
All you producers at this point will have heard we have added a fourth host and that person is joining us right now. You have heard him before. He has guest hosted twice. He has also been part of a Producers Club roundtable, and you have heard him report live from Volcano Bay. It is, drum roll please, Mr. Chris Zavala. Hey Chris!
Happy New Year, guys.
Hey Chris!
Welcome to the team.
Glad to be here.
Yes, this is Chris's first official show. Everyone who's in the Producers Club will have heard a little introduction to Chris as we got to know him a little bit more, but you guys will get to know him as we move on. But as I said, it is 2018, and we usually start this year off with our look back at what went on in 2017, and it was an interesting year, I think, overall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It seemed to be, we taglined it the year of closures, I think, more than anything else. Chris, how many times did you get to the parks this year?
I want to say probably about 5 different trips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like one day or trips as in multiple days?
Usually we'll do like a weekend thing. So I would say like 5 different weekends.
All right.
Where we usually spend, Saturday's the majority of the time we spend at the park.
Yeah.
Sunday we'll do a little bit, then head home. So.
Sounds good. It's more than we've been there this year, so we haven't been there at all. But yes.
Soon enough.
I can't wait. But at least the good thing is that everything that will be opened and have been opened long enough for them to work all the kinks out, because I'm sure we're going to get to
it. Might even be closed by the time we get there.
I doubt that very much. So the way I wanted to do this, I've broken it down into sections. I thought we'd start off with closures. We'll then move into openings and then just wrap up with events. Chris, you'll be doing most of the talking because, as I said, we haven't experienced any of these.
Gotcha.
So, Tracy, would you like to start with the closures? And we're just going to throw them out there and we'll have a bit chat about them.
Yep, not a problem. First one on the list is Terminator 2 3D Battle Across Time.
Because obviously everybody's heard our thoughts about T2 3D, but what was your opinion of it? Was it time to go? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. I used to ride this all the time. I remember as a kid waiting in long lines to get inside of it. Towards the end, we didn't go to it too much. We did go to it this year before it closed, and it definitely needed some revamping. I'll tell you that much, if they were to keep it open. But I think they were going to axe that from a while back, and didn't bother putting any more money into it.
Yeah, I think that's the issue with it, isn't it? I think they probably knew 6 months out. It's like, well, we're not going to put any money into keeping it going when we know it's going to close shortly anyway.
I know we were last there in 2015. We had actually commented it was looking a bit shabby.
Yeah, but I'll still stand by that. I think it's the best 3D attraction
but I'm
Orlando.
I'm not just saying the screens. I'm saying there was like paint work that could have done with a touch up. And,
you could see the door and the screen a lot of the time as well.
Yeah.
What I did like about it as well is the whole show, even from when you walk in and the Skynet operators talking to you and everything, and then the robots on the inside, it really kept that 90s vibe going on in there, but still seemed modern. It was a very weird combination of the two, I think.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
It's funny when you look as well that Universal Studios sort of set itself up as behind the scenes of movie making, and T2 wasn't really that, was it? It was kind of the sort of the newer generation of going into what the parks are now, really.
Yeah. Ride the rides.
Yeah.
Ride the movies.
Be part of the movie rather than riding the movies, as it were.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
It will be interesting to see what they replace it with. And again, the strong rumour is some sort of Bourne
Yeah.
Just a weird selection.
It
in
is.
my opinion.
It's it doesn't seem relevant anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, when did the last Bourne film come out? What was the last one? Ultimatum, was it? I don't know. Supremacy. I don't know. I've only seen one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think because they swapped him out for Jeremy Renner,
Yeah,
right? And then brought him back
for the last
a second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not confusing then.
No, not at all.
Well,
It just seems a weird one. Like, I'm glad they're keeping it as some sort of show and not just putting in another. They could have quite easily just crammed in another moving theatre thing.
that's just a strong rumour. It could be that they've seen that this rumour's gathered strength and they've thought, you know what, let it go. Let that rumour roll because it's going to deflect from what we're actually putting in there. You know? So,
Yeah.
we'll see. That's all we can do is have fun speculating.
I'd love to be at the parks. Obviously, it'd be bittersweet, but I'd love to be at the parks the day an attraction actually closed, to be like one of the last people to experience it. Because like you look at Darren and Nina and Travis got to ride. I think that weren't they on the last ride for Disaster?
So yeah,
that'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually got to do that with one of the closures. It wasn't the last ride, but it was probably second or third to last.
Ooh,
Yes, and it's on this list. So
I am intrigued now.
Okay then.
I think I know what it is. Go on, Trace. What's next?
Next is Dragon Challenge.
Chris, would it be that one?
yes, sir. The big reveal. Yeah, that one hurt.
Really? See, I'm getting old and I can't ride coasters like I used to.
You never could ride coasters.
This is true. And it's
Sorry, say it like it is.
I think, like, we've discussed it ad nauseum on the show at this point. I think
Nauseum. The way you ride coasters, that's quite funny.
if it had still been dueling, I think it would have been a sadder loss.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's not, it's a shadow of its former self.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially
agree.
like with the entrance, you know, when they built Hogsmeade, the entrance became like literally nothing. It was so nondescript when you compare it to what it was when Islands first opened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when it first opened, it was just one of the, I guess, grandest entrances we had.
Yeah,
there.
It was probably, or arguably, the signature attraction of that. Well, obviously Spider-Man was the signature attraction, but then beyond that, Dueling Dragons was probably the next one. Where you look at like the entrance to it, the queue through the castle and everything was phenomenal. Again, a themed queue line before themed queue lines became a thing like they are now.
Yeah. And then a dueling coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not too many of them about, which is interesting when you look over. Is it Universal Singapore has the Battlestar Galactica one? That's a dueling coaster. And that's different again because the both coasters are different. One's a suspended coaster and one's a normal on-the-track coaster. Because that closed for a long time and then they reopened it, having retracked it and stuff, because everyone thought maybe they would do this with Dragon Challenge after doing the Hulk, but no.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, too, because this is a ride that got the, Potter makeover, but wasn't accepted as well as all the other, Potter stuff in there. Because even at its busiest times, I don't think there was ever a wait longer than 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
No, I don't think we
so
ever
either.
saw it longer than... I think we went on it twice when we came over in 2015, and I think we literally walked straight on it.
So it's one of those things, had it been embraced by the Potter fans, would it still be there now? Or do you think that they already had plans for that area and thought, we'll just do something and kind of sicken people off from it so they're not as sad when it goes? Because you don't know how the big manipulative mind thinks sometimes.
Could have been.
Because they could have done so much more with it.
I think
so much more.
I think they've wanted to spend as much money on Hogsmeade, the land itself, and Forbidden Journey that they've thought, right, look, there's two decent rides in there. We'll retheme them as lightly as we can to spend as much money on the signature attraction and the theming of the land itself. And then if it goes how we hope it will go, we will make money hand over fist. Then in 5 or 6 years' time, we can then go in and take that out and put something else in.
Or improve it.
Just take it.
You know, which I appreciate because Hogsmeade is stunning.
It is, and that ride doesn't fit in there really.
No.
What people want from theme parks now, Dragon Challenge isn't it. I know everyone, like you proper coaster fans are sad, but that's not what people expect from those lands now.
No, sadly.
Yeah, it does take up a lot of space too. I mean, unused space.
Oh, yes.
If you think about, the entrance, the walkway, the castle, or I think that's a castle there. But yeah, I mean, it takes away a lot of space that could be used for either a viewing area for the projection that they do on the castle now.
That's a good point.
Which could be a year-round thing.
Which I think it will be. I think they've missed a trick if they don't.
Do you know they could theme that to like Quidditch towers?
Yeah.
For a viewing grandstand.
Thing is as well, like you look at the theming overall, especially with Diagon Alley, that when you're inside Diagon Alley, you are in Diagon Alley. You cannot see outside of it. And I think when you get on something like Dragon Challenge, it breaks that illusion completely because you can see like the high school across the road. And
yeah. That always, you just got to look to the right and just pretend nothing's on the left. It's just walls.
The thing I always remember about riding those rides is when you come down the fake first drop, and you can see that there's like two buildings in the distance there with a big massive air conditioning fans in the top. That's always what I remember. I used to focus on those big fans in the top, and I don't know why.
Isn't it? Yeah. Weird.
But yeah. I mean, we've done a Dragon Challenge roundtable, and I'm interested to see what replaces it.
Yeah. You see, my head's going. So we have a Quidditch grandstand. What I want to hear is that Universal have cracked it and we actually have real flying brooms. So we're going to have a real Quidditch match.
Yeah, why not?
This is what I expect now from my theme park. Exactly. See, right? We know the listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual wizarding world of Harry Potter.
Well, before it gets any sillier on that one. Next up is Cinematic Spectacular.
Yeah, this kind of closed without any sort of fanfare at all. Chris, were you a fan or not?
Yeah, it was okay.
I think that's about everyone's general sort of...
Yeah.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. But for me, it was just like the odd bits from my childhood, the nostalgia trip. But
yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad by any means,
no.
But it wasn't spectacular.
It was,
even though it says it in the title.
It was a nice way to while away a little bit of time while a crowd leaves the park, so you're not caught up in that first flow of traffic going out.
It was a good way to end the night, but it wasn't quite that spectacular. Again, that word keeps coming up. That's that end of day spectacular that I really wanted it to be. And I know they're hamstrung by the proximity of residential areas and stuff that they can't do big firework displays
but you can.
They can't.
Why can't they?
Because the people complaining about the noise from the...
But the noise is put into fireworks. This is my complaint. Fireworks don't go bang. That is artificial. Don't put the bang in.
The whole thing's artificial.
Yes. But what I'm saying is the bang is not part of a firework. That is put into it. Don't put the bang in. Problem solved.
It's kind of a good point there.
Yeah. It drives me insane. Because I have seen a fireworks display that had no sound.
That would be bizarre.
And
it's like, has my ears stopped working? What's going on?
Do you know what they did? You know how you have silent discos?
Yeah.
You wanted to hear the sound. You put your headphones in your phone. It was a Bluetooth thing.
Oh, no, they don't want to do that.
So if you wanted the bangs, it was perfectly synced as well. But for people who don't want the bangs, wasn't there.
The studios is a weird one as well, because obviously projection shows are the big thing at the moment. There's no way you could do it in the studios. There's nothing you could project on. Maybe the London sort of facade, but JK wouldn't be happy about them doing that unless it was Potter themed.
I think you'd have to maybe put something in the water.
Yeah, that's
like in the center, whether it's inflatable or whether it's
a good point.
Something you can break down and build up, and then have a projection, screening on there. Because I mean, like you said, that's everywhere now.
Yeah,
but
I've got it. I've got the solution.
Go on then.
You just see Lee's face
No,
every
'cause
time
I
I
know
say,
what's
have
coming.
courage, he just gets this look on his face. All right? So you have 4 drones fly over in sequence.
That's your idea now.
Each
Drone
of-
shows, isn't
I
it?
like drones. I want a drone.
I know you do.
So each, and it's a 4 big sheets. So it's a big square, and they just fly over, bring this sheet down,
No,
and they just.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like old school projections,
It's like the Cinesphere 360, but it's not quite a circle.
But it's a square.
The Cinesphere Cube. Cinescube
There you go.
360, there you go.
That's it.
And the drones fly in, hover,
Tree mark.
and when it's done, they fly off. Job's a good one.
It's
I
just
think
You
it's a
can
good
also
idea.
you can add some drones in there, period. I know
Yeah.
last year, I think it was last year, that it was the first time they did like a drone show
Mhm.
over at
it was Disney Springs,
Disney
wasn't it?
Springs. Yeah.
I think a drone show.
It'd be interesting
Would
to
be
see
good.
what the sort of next evolution of a nighttime show is, and I still stand by the Universal need an end of day finale, something to make people stay in at the parks till the last second, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll definitely shine some, or at least give some new life into that area.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even at the end of the night, when that cinematic spectacular is going, it's not, at least the last time that I did it, it just didn't have that same energy that you would get at, let's say, another closing show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Who shall
look
not
at
be named.
you can't any
Yeah.
of the Disney ones. I'll be honest, they left me a little flat last time we were there. But Wishes always used to have. I was just
yeah.
a mess watching Wishes every time.
Phantasmic was
Fantastic, it's
Brilliant.
stunning. You know, they
Yeah.
could do something along that sort of, obviously not as big because they haven't got the stage for it, but just something that's a combination of elements rather than just one specific thing. You know, they are a film studio, so they must be able to throw in elements of everything they've got in the parks. It's something they desperately need to work on.
Yeah.
So next up is the Superstar Character Breakfast.
That closed like the back end of the year. Christy, are you a
It's still
fan of
closed.
character breakfasts being a couple with no kids?
I'll be honest with you, I have never done one in the parks.
What?
I know.
We need
I
to
know.
put that right.
That's the shocking.
We're still waiting for someone to test out the Marvel dinner, so...
I'd just like to point out, what is your interview thing here, Lee?
What?
You're supposed to weed out the ones that haven't done everything. I don't know.
No, but then you need people to go and experience. It's perfect because he's never done one before to go and see it from...
Assignments, I see.
Yeah.
With you.
Homework. Got it.
See, for me,
Yeah,
You've
I
got-
am interested in doing one. I just, honestly, we haven't had, I guess, the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Have to put it on the list.
do.
What are you going to say,
Because I was
Tris?
going to say, for me, you've got breakfast, win. You've got meeting characters, win. Put them together, win-win.
Yeah.
It's also gets people excited. They get to walk through the park when there's nobody else there because it does have a different feel. It's really weird.
Not always. We did it during park hours.
No, but you can do it earlier than. You
Really?
know, and
Can
I'm pretty sure.
I'm
Or you
not
get.
so sure.
Or you
I think
can
the
get in
Disney
with
ones, I'm
when
not
it's
so sure
early.
Universal do.
I thought it was you could get in with the early entry.
I don't know.
Pretty sure. Although I've been pretty sure before.
I
I've
don't
been
think
wrong.
they did early entry when we did it.
But anyway, you know, yeah, I just don't know why they've got rid of it. Because
I don't understand why they've swapped it. Like why they don't
replace
have one in
breakfast
each
with dinner?
park.
Because you can have
Well, it's
both.
not like I don't. Why you can't have one in each park? I don't understand.
no, I
it.
don't. Because we've
Yeah,
done.
they should be able to.
Yeah, we've done this one, and we've done the one that was in the Confisco Grill.
I think
I enjoyed both, but I enjoyed the Confisco
Oh,
Grill more. The food
way
was
more.
the food was amazing,
Yeah.
especially with it being buffet style, and I can eat in the morning.
I think the reason they've swapped it from one park to the other is they've realised that they need to give people a reason to go to Islands of Adventure now. We did our shows last year where what do Islands of Adventure need to do to bring it up to the standards of the studios? And the problem is that people aren't spending an awful lot of time in islands because there's not, and I think it's just to give people a bigger excuse to go over there.
Well, why not do both? It doesn't have to be every day.
I don't know.
Alternate?
I don't understand it.
You know, if the kitchen staff can't cope with doing breakfast for both parks,
I mean, they could always be
Alternate?
testing the market over there and seeing how that works out.
That's a good
and
point
You
as
know,
well.
but
Maybe
then
reintroduce it as something completely different now, a different kind of breakfast.
but we don't have a breakfast at all now, do we?
Only at the hotels.
Oh, there you go. So
Yeah.
this is a bit weird to me. I don't know whether it's penny pinching or what, or whether we're losing licensing for certain characters. I don't know.
Yeah, well, you look at, like, obviously the majority of people that go to Universal, maybe not the majority of them, but a lot of people that are going to Universal are the sort of the people who are there for Disney and have a couple of days down there. And if you're going to Disney and then going to Universal, you're used to character breakfasts.
Yeah.
So you go to Universal and go, right, where's a character breakfast? There isn't one? What do you mean there isn't one? Like, I'm surprised when they signed when they bought DreamWorks that they haven't done a DreamWorks breakfast. That seems ideal. Characters that
they got a lot of properties there too.
that are fairly relevant, more relevant than Hop.
Yeah.
And even people are bored of the Minions now. They're not. I don't think they're.
Some
as
people have
relevant
always been
as
bored
they
of the
were.
Minions, haven't you, Andy?
He'd be high fiving you now.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't bored. Bored's not the word.
No,
that
I know.
Andy
I'm
would
being
use.
polite.
Yeah. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how well this Marvel thing's doing, but I don't understand why they can't do both.
See, I was thinking an ideal place to do, say, a Marvel-only breakfast is in the overflow line for Spider-Man, because it's like a park area.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be really nice, have an open-air breakfast on a nice morning.
All
You
mornings
know.
are nice in Florida.
No, they're not. We have been to a few.
1, 2.
But, you know, just an idea. Throwing it out there. You know, oh, there's an idea. Got an amphitheatre, sitting doing nothing. Let's have a breakfast show.
How are you going to get food sat on your knee in those seats?
I eat on my knee a lot.
Yeah, but
I can do it.
I'm sure that's
Right.
different, though.
Do you know what? It wouldn't take much to just run some narrow tables. So you've got like table, bench, along there. And just stand at one end, slide the trays along, Wild West bar style,
Okay.
and have a breakfast show.
Yeah.
See,
The breakfast show is watching everybody trying to catch the breakfast as it flies past them.
creative. I am looking for work. Call me.
Yeah, no.
And she is ambitious.
Yeah. Yes, I will relocate. No problem.
As long as I get to come as well.
Oh no.
Come on.
Right. The next one is Element Shop.
I don't even know where this is.
Isn't Element Shop where the surfboard was, or is that something else?
No, that's Bill.
No,
I
that's-
don't know. Come on, Chris, you go more often than us. Where was the Element
Yeah.
Skate Shop?
Element. Oh,
If
skate shop.
I remember correctly, I think it's right next to that NBC grill.
All right.
All right.
Oh, so it's kind of in between
Am I
that and
thinking of-
is it Pick that's there as well?
Yes, I
Okay.
believe so.
Right.
And the only reason why I know that it was there was because last time we went, we were just walking by that area and saw it was closed, and then said, I think there was a sign in the front that says something new is coming. So we were just interested. But aside from that, I've honestly never been inside that store.
No, I mean, they still haven't at least at time of recording.
Sorry.
They haven't announced what's coming yet, have they?
No, we do not know.
But hey. Oh, God.
She's off. Now, Element Skate Shop. What type of skating are we talking about? Skateboards?
Skateboarding.
Yeah, skateboarding.
So basically, they sell stuff that people aren't actually allowed to use within those grounds.
No, it's more.
Yeah.
Is it? I think
No
it's
wonder they've gone under.
clothing,
Oh, just-
isn't it?
Well,
Yeah, it's the shop on the side of the steps that go up where Menchie's and Breadbox and that is now.
do you know, I wish they'd give that a different name.
Menchie's?
Yes.
Mhm.
I hear it as 2 words.
Me too.
And it's just not right.
I do not want to go to a frozen yogurt place called Menchie's. It's horrible. It's like
George, I'm
never
already
called
doing
Menchie's
sicky
then.
burps.
it's like whenever we talk about Volcano Bay now, I can only hear tap to pay.
Yeah. Well, I can't say it any other way now.
I can't.
I've got this physical inability.
And it's your fault. Tap to pay. And then all of us start thinking about God's pocket at this point as well.
Oh, me.
That's not my fault. That was Gillian's fault. You weren't there.
Good job.
I think it maybe is a good job.
Oh my goodness! Stop.
But yeah, another shop closed. The thing is, City Walk. They're replacing everything with food. It's becoming.
I'm all right with that.
It's becoming a big food court, though. But you need.
No, I know you do
other
need.
stuff.
You need some shopping. You need
the shopping,
Well,
not
you
so
do.
much.
To be honest, I would like to see some more affordable shopping over there because,
You're in a theme park.
No, I know, but
It's
fossil.
two words that don't go together.
Yeah, but let's see. Fossil. How's that relevant, really? What
I
else
feel
have we
like
got?
one.
Pick. We've got stores like that over here. I look at the
can get them on
cheap
the
crap
internet.
that's overpriced in the store. I know I can go on Wish and buy that for £1.
I wonder how many people actually buy stuff from Pick. Chris, have you ever been in?
No, I have not.
It's like we had a nose in
Just
when we came over in
garish crap.
2013, and it's one of those shops that it's fun to have a wander around and have a look at and laugh at the stuff that's in there, but you'd never really buy anything.
There's a shop that me and my pen pal, when we visit York, there's a shop in York that is identical. And it's all things like washing up brushes
In the shape
the shape of a woman.
Yeah.
And we always go in this shop and just
those,
point this crap out and have a laugh at it.
Those
It's
tea towel holders that's like a dog's ass.
No, I want those. I do want those because they are actually disgusting and I
And
like
those,
them.
like the voodoo doll knife block things.
They're awesome. No, that's good.
Yeah.
But I don't
But
want
it's
to pay
all
those
that
prices.
sort of tat.
And also, you try getting that home.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But if Voodoo Donuts is what's replacing it,
that's going to be awesome.
oh yes.
Yes.
There's your new universal breakfast.
Absolutely, you beat me to it. Totally. It's either do I go Cinnabon in one hand, Voodoo Donuts in the other.
Balanced breakfast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maple bacon.
It's the Voodoo doll one I want.
Oh, yeah, the
Like,
little
it's
pretzel
so cool.
knife.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Very excited about that.
Yep.
Right. Next up, we
I
have...
didn't know whether
What?
to put
Oh,
this
oh.
one in events or closure. But I suppose technically it's a closure.
It's a closure. It's not happening anymore. It's a closure.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Halloween Adventure.
Womp, womp, womp.
I take it you were a fan then, Chris.
I was a huge fan.
I
Yeah.
think they've made a big mistake here.
Yeah. It was more of a, I guess, nostalgic
Mm-hmm.
thing to do. Just did it every single year for the past
Yeah. It was an
13
institution.
years.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was, yeah.
You know, whether it was relevant or not anymore, it was an institution and it was very popular. And it was and who doesn't like being able to have a dig at current events?
Yeah, that was the big thing about it. I mean, you went to Horror Nights and you knew that you were going to get a summary of that year's
Yeah.
pop culture,
Yep.
whether it was good, whether it was bad. They just gave you a summary on everything. And, maybe you got 50% of it, maybe you got 80, maybe you got 20.
Mhm.
But at least you came out there with some laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing for us being British. A lot of the humour was very American, and it did go over our heads. A lot of it. The kids
Yeah.
had no clue what was going on when we watched it.
Saying that, it could have been British, all about British stuff that would have gone over your head as well. You know.
I was spent most of this when we saw it last, sort of geeking out that Michael Roddy was sat just
I
along
know.
from us.
About 20 foot away.
There's Michael Roddy. Yeah, it'll be interesting again to see what replaces it because, Chris, obviously, I'm assuming you go to Horror Nights every year.
Yes.
So you,
I mean, for the 13 years.
yeah,
But
but you look at Halloween Horror Nights without that people eater of a Bill and Ted's show 3 or 4 times a night, and all those people are back out
Scary.
into the lines for those
Yeah.
houses.
Especially after seeing the
Are,
lines.
are they
this-
going to bring something
last
back
year.
to replace it?
Yeah.
No.
I think they have to. It's what and where that's going to be the big question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see if they do have Academy of Villains try to take that slot.
Maybe.
But I think somebody mentioned it before where you get from Academy of Villains is you're right there in front of them. That's an energy thing that you're
Yeah.
feeling. It's
Yes.
dance, it's music. You're not going to be able to get that same effect inside of
Yeah.
the auditorium.
No,
I was going to say,
no,
it's
that's a
not
good
going to
point.
translate as well, is it?
And I think Bill and Ted
No.
gave people that opportunity. Grab a drink, go
Yeah,
and
just have
take
a
the
chill
weight
out.
off your feet for half an
Yeah.
hour and be entertained.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you need it. We're not old, but Jesus, you need to sit down for half an hour after doing Halloween Horror Nights for like
Yeah.
4 hours.
And if you were in the park earlier, even longer.
Yeah, which, let's be honest, anyone coming over from the UK definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone stupid enough like us, yes, we do.
I know we've talked to Darren, and I think it could be a good show to do when we all get all four of us back on, is to talk about Halloween Horror Nights, because I think now we've got the permits for Nintendo Land going into Kids Zone. This year's going to be a very, very interesting year as far as Halloween Horror Nights goes.
I think the next couple could be.
Because no one kind of... I know they kind of changed it up last year a little bit, a lot of the queues. Because I know when we came over in 2015, I think it was The Walking Dead and The Purge were the two queues you went through Kids Zone to get into. And they changed it last year. There was Ash versus the Evil Dead. You actually went through the ET queue. Is that right, Chris?
Yes.
So they've already...
And I honestly think, now that you're talking about Horror Nights going forward, I could possibly see them kind of going into Islands of Adventure again. Only because of the amount of crowds that they're drawing. I think it's still growing year over year.
Yeah.
And they're going to need space. It's some of the nights get, as bad as it can get. And it's only going to grow, even further.
It does. I know, looking this year, it does seem to have been, like, even sort of Halloween and the last few nights, normally they're notoriously dead. And I know Darren went, did he go for the last night? And he said they walked in. I think they did one house, or not even one. I think they went and got some pizza fries and had a walk in and went, no, and walked back out because it was that bad.
Yeah, I saw some videos online. It was bad.
I can't imagine. Like, even when we came over 25, it was never all right. We had express pass for one night and an RIP for the other, but it never looked overly busy. No. I never walked around thinking, Jesus, it's horrendous. But it is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then who knows if that last weekend was due to the Bill and Ted show? There were crazy crowds for that too.
Point. Yeah.
I hadn't considered that.
Is that it? Have we got everything? Have I missed? Does anyone think of anything that I've missed as far as closures? There's Emeralds at was it Portofino or the Hard Rock, whichever one that has the... We'd heard rumours that it was closing, but I'd never actually heard anything official.
Was it that? Wasn't the City Walk one?
No, it was the one in the hotel. I think we talked about it on...
Yeah, it was the Chop, right?
Yeah, Chop, that's right.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that officially closed or not. I can't think of anything else.
No.
Right. We'll take a quick break. We'll go and hear from Robin and Michelle, and then we'll be back.
Hey, you. That's right. You. Doesn't listening to the crew at UUOP every week make you wish that you were actually at Universal Orlando Resort? Well, stop wishing and start doing. Mouse and Muggle Travel Company is the perfect place to begin. Their team of concierge-level travel planners will help you every step of the way. From finding the right fit for your family and budget to customized itineraries and insider tips. They can handle it all. Even if a hiccup that is up to no good arises during your trip, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company will manage the mischief for you. And for you muggles who also love the mouse, their team of experts specialize in Disney destinations too. And the best part of all, their services are free to you. So, if you're ready to plan your next Disney or Universal vacation, let Mouse and Muggle Travel Company do all the work for you. Just go to mouseandmuggle.com and fill out a no-obligation quote request. Or send an email to info@mouseandmuggle.com. It's that simple. So what are you waiting for? Just raise your wand and repeat after me. Accio, phone. Didn't work? Muggles. Here, try some pixie dust instead. And remember, whether you're a mouse or a muggle, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company can help make your next vacation simply magical.
Welcome back, everyone, and we are going to continue our look back at 2017. Chris, are we you've experienced two of them anyway.
You just
I have
Goldblum
no idea
there.
what I'm talking about, Chris. Let's get into openings. There's at least two of these I know you can talk about.
Yeah. So openings, right? First one we got here is Volcano Bay.
Obviously, the big one this year.
Yeah.
So how did you guys enjoy Volcano Bay?
Well, from a distance.
It's an interesting because me and Tracy, we speak quite heavily that we're not really water park people. Shut up. But it does look stunning.
If I liked water more, you would be.
Well, maybe.
I just don't like having baths with a lot of people.
Chris, how many times have you visited Volcano Bay at this point?
Probably say about 4 times.
And obviously,
yeah.
Are we what? Was it 2 shows ago? We did the round table with on. So everyone's heard your experiences at that point, and you've always had good experiences there.
Yeah, it's a weird thing where if you go and read different reviews on different sites, and I think you'll get both sides of the spectrum. You'll get some people like myself that had good experience, haven't really had anything bad happen yet, and then some others that have less than spectacular experiences.
Yeah, look at Jane, for example. She had a horrendous time. Yeah. The fact that it whipped a bikini. Was it a top? It was a top, wasn't it? Not a bottoms in the end, yes. She had a nightmare.
Yeah.
They went with their 4 kids, and because Tracy, obviously, you haven't listened and you weren't on it. They didn't get...
Don't tell people that.
People know you weren't on it.
No, Dad didn't listen.
No one listens. No one who's on this. Anyway.
This is all worth it. Welcome, Chris.
Shut up. I didn't mean that. But they didn't get a meal their entire time there with 4 kids.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That wasn't good.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is, again, when I went, it was just me and my girlfriend, Alexa. She's going over with 4 kids. So it's 2 completely different
absolutely
stress levels, let's call it, right? And so I feel for her. I can only imagine going to that park with 4 kids, because not only is it a park, it's a water park.
Yeah.
So the fear of your children, drinking tons of water at any given point is also there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it definitely makes it harder for some people that do go there. Yeah.
But I think we discussed it on there. The problem with Volcano Bay is that they've got an entirely new system that they've never used before with the Tapu Tapu and the virtual queuing and stuff. And they didn't really get chance to test it. The test was, let's open the park and let everybody in.
Yeah. They literally opened the park on the day they said they had to open it.
Yeah.
So doesn't matter if we're finished with these extra 5 acres over here.
Yeah.
We're going to just call that an expansion later on down the road. We're open.
Yeah.
And they obviously ran into a bunch of issues. I know even their tap to pay wasn't even working. At least the first few days, barely working, let's say, because they were comping people left and right, meals, drinks, merchandise, whatever it was, because people were trying to pay and the lines were building up, and it was a little chaos at some points.
I know, good friend of the show, Everybody's Got One co-host, Mr. Craig Lucas, went at the back end of August. He was supposed to be on that round table with us, but he wasn't available in the end. They had an awful time. There was him and his wife and his 2 kids, and then there was his sister-in-law and his brother-in-law and their 2 kids, I want to say. And they got a private cabana. And from parking their car in the parking garage at Universal to getting to their private cabana took an hour and a half.
It's just right.
And they only got on maybe 2 or 3 rides all day, and they actually complained to Universal. I won't tell you exactly what they got, but they got very well compensated.
It's good.
You obviously complained correctly.
In the right way. Yeah. That's the problem. Too many people go in screaming and shouting.
Yeah.
And if I was working guest services and someone comes in and starts screaming at me, that's not going to make me want to help you.
So you mean to tell me he did not go on the pass holder page and complain to Matt Korn?
No.
That didn't work?
No.
What?
Who
yes. Yeah, I don't understand why people do that. It's like, what do you think? Matt Corns, he's only like the annual pass holder representative. He can't do anything. He can't do anything now because he doesn't work there anymore. But I think they thought he was God.
Yeah.
And it must have been frustrating for him, obviously, because some of those, like those annual pass holder groups or any sort of group on Facebook, I always want to join in with them, but if you get in at the wrong time, a conversation might be 100 to 150 comments deep, and you think, what am I going to add to that conversation now?
What you do is you get your popcorn and you start at the beginning and you follow all the little offshoots, because some of those things you're just wondering what planet they're on, and have they actually read the OP, and it's just...
Oh, yeah. I have considered doing a segment
goodness.
on the show of like stupid Facebook comments about the parks.
No, that is Pandora's box. You'd never be able to close that.
Yeah, but just to go over it...
reads mean comments.
Yes, that'll be good. But just to go over it again briefly, what you're taking the crowds and all the little troubles that they're working the kinks out and stuff, Chris. Volcano Bay overall, what's your opinion?
Yeah, I mean, overall, it's we had fun. Obviously, if you go during the prime time, summertime, where kids are out of school, it's going to be packed. It was crowded. We did go again after school was back in, and it was 50% less crowds, I would say, at least. It was a much more enjoyable experience at that point. But even if you're not a big ride fan or slide fan, they have the food offerings. They were really good. The ambiance was really nice. So, I mean, overall, it was a good experience. We haven't done the cabanas yet. We also never rented a chair because we would hop around a lot.
Yeah.
Again, it's just us two. So we didn't really have too much intentions of, just laying around. We had that theme park mentality. But, I mean, we enjoyed it. And we're definitely going to go back, and hopefully it gets even better. They hopefully have worked out more kinks out of the Tapu Tapu and the line system. And I can only see it becoming a better park from this point forward.
I agree, yeah.
I think that's the thing as well. If you look at all the problems it had and all the bad press it's had, it hasn't hurt it in the slightest.
Oh, no.
Not at all, because there was people complaining, like non-on-site hotel guests were complaining that they couldn't get in at 9 o'clock opening because all the hotel guests were in there first thing. It's rammed from opening every single day.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, the really cool thing is it being literally on site with Cabana Bay.
Yeah.
I mean, it does not get much easier than that. They could have even moved that over to another location and had it as an individual water park with a hotel theming there. And I bet you they would have sold that out too.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I want to see, because they didn't make a bigger deal out of the volcano, I think, as a lot of people were expecting. I think everyone was expecting some sort of volcano night show, and we've seen sort of little elements of like colour changing and eruptions and stuff, but nothing beyond that. I think people were expecting something a bit more for...
That may be something for the future while they're still ironing out these kinks. They might have just put that in the back burner. But
I think they're missing the trick if they don't do something like that. Again, a reason to get people in later on.
Yeah, the other thing I want to say that I was kind of bummed about was, and I don't know if this was just talk on, this show or speculation, that kind of stuff, was how it had to, some of the renditions they had like a nighttime dining experience while looking at the volcano.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we never really got that. And that would have been something I think really cool to have, even, for Cabana Bay guests.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can sell out a restaurant, with the guests alone there, with how many rooms they have, and have a nice, volcano side view.
It would be stunning.
Yeah.
Dining. Yeah.
There's nothing, but one of the things I love about coming over to Orlando is having a meal at that, when just as the sun starts to go down outside, just that weird sort of ambience it has at that time of night, and to do it like you would feel like you were in Polynesia. It would be stunning.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we went to Pat O'Brien's.
Oh yeah,
We're in the courtyard
out the back.
And it was light when we arrived, and it was one of those all of a sudden we looked around and went, it's dark. And it was pitch black. And because it was just, the ambience was so nice and so relaxed, we'd just gone from full...
Yeah, it is. It's lovely.
And that'd be nice as well because, you've got, as you say, that tropical scenery.
Yeah, it would be stunning.
The obvious choice is a luau, but they're everywhere.
Well, they've got one. They're not going to do one there because that'll take away from the Royal Pacific, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as I say, they're kind of...
The ten a penny, aren't you?
Yeah. But they could come up with something.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not flame grilled, volcano grilled.
I'm sure it's still very, very new.
Oh,
and I'm sure as the time moves on, they'll add different things in and flesh it out as it goes. But yeah.
All right, moving on. So one of the other openings we had this year was everybody's favorite ride, Race to New York, starring Jimmy Fallon, favorite nighttime host.
Chris, what are your feelings on Jimmy Fallon before we get into your opinion of the ride itself?
He's okay. I used to watch him on SNL. Mm-hmm. And I would watch his show every now and then. I don't watch him as much, but I'll still kind of go on there every now and then. I'm a huge fan of The Roots, like the band on the show.
Yeah.
So, he's good. He's okay.
Now, what is your opinion of the ride?
So if it was the ride by itself, no panda, no show, no cool, look like you're going through the NBC building.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah. I mean, the actual, it's a 3D ride, right? And the screen, I think the screen is really nicely set up. Like the visuals on it, it's 3D as of today. It looks great.
Right.
High definition, 4K, whatever it is that they used inside of, that technology there.
Yeah.
The ride vehicle itself, not that great. The times we've ridden it, I think it's one of the longest load times for any ride in Universal.
Wow.
Only because every single time we've ridden, somebody always has a problem putting on their seatbelt.
I have heard that.
They've had to release everyone's seatbelt at least once, maybe twice, and it takes forever to start that ride. It's a really weird thing. I don't know if they've improved on it since last I've ridden it, but it was a long load time, But that's the ride itself, right? If you ask me, the whole experience with the panda and the ragtime as a whole, it's a good experience. It kills up a good amount of time in there, so it eats people as it should, like as it was intended to, I think.
Yeah.
And gives you cold AC, has some little games on a TV screen for, I guess, kids, keep the kids busy if you have a bunch of kids that are cranky.
Or adults.
Either way. That whole experience is good. Again, I think we rode it twice in the amount of times we were there this year.
Right.
I would ride it again, but it's not something on the top of my list where it's like, hey, I have to do this. I'm going to go through a bunch of other rides, and if we're hanging around in the New York area and it's no wait, we'll go ride it.
How did you find the queueless system then, Chris?
It's okay. The first time we went, it was near opening, so it was really busy. You still are waiting inside for a bit, so it's not completely queueless where you'd go straight to your ride vehicle. Obviously, you have to go to the panda and the show.
Yeah.
But there was a little bit of a wait that we had down there. It was okay. I think that was their first implementation of it, so we'll have to see if they get better at it. How I know they're going to use that same system for
Fast and the
Furious. So we'll see how it goes.
I know it's weird.
It wasn't
because they added in a standby line, didn't they? Because I know Hunter tried to go 3 or 4 times to ride it, and every time he got there, all the ride reservation times were gone. And once they're gone, that's it. You're not getting on it, which I find weird. That you can't walk into a theme park and not get on a ride, like not even be able to stand in a line and get on that ride.
Similar thing over, again, going back to Volcano Bay. I think it's maybe a mentality or a mind shift, change.
I don't do change.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's like, it wouldn't...
I'm old. I can't do this newfangled stuff.
It's just weird.
It is, but
Yeah. I mean, I just hope it doesn't come down to the same way, let's say for Disney, right? You want to book your Fast Pass, I think it is, right?
That puts me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No,
100
you have
years
to-
out or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're staying on site, you get a certain amount of time you can do it in. If you're a pass holder, you get a different amount. If you're buying your tickets, you have a third amount. And, I've gone to the parks where I still haven't gotten a Fast Pass for, particular wide because it was just sold out. The tickets were gone for 4 months prior, 3 months prior, whatever it is.
Mine Train and Frozen seem to be the two it happens more often than not to.
Yes. And I can only imagine what the Pandora ride is doing. That one-
Very true.
Yeah.
And then when Star Wars Land opened, I don't want to be anywhere near that place for
5 years.
6 months or a year at the very least.
that one's gonna hurt me because I'm one of the biggest Star Wars fans, and I cannot see myself going there at least the first year.
Well, it was when the concept art came out, like they did that model, didn't they? And it was like they dotted a few people around, and then someone took that image, and then this is what it will actually look like, and it was literally just a sea of people.
Yeah, that'd be more like it.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, they're gonna do the same thing they did with Potter, I think, where they're just gonna have a queuing system to even get inside the land.
Yeah. I don't see how they can do anything else. I'm still not convinced that park will be able to handle it. I think like none of the parks will, but Hollywood Studios definitely isn't geared up to take those type of crowds.
No, I don't think so. Especially because it's in the corner of the park.
Yeah.
So that's even more of a bottleneck there, coming in and out of there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That'll be interesting to watch from the sidelines.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So moving along, Cabana Bay Towers introduced this year.
Yeah, that's it really. 2 new towers, added a lot of hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Helpful.
Have you stayed in them, Chris?
Yes, yeah, we stayed in
there you go.
one time. That I think the first time we went to Volcano Bay is when we stayed in those towers. They're nice. Nothing really special about them, but they're nice towers.
Okay, so there wasn't really a big fanfare. It's just like we've opened some new towers.
Yeah.
And added to the overall room amount on Universal property.
Yeah, it's starting to get up there too.
It is. I know, like I said, I think I've said before when we had our first meet in 2013, we had Russ Dagan, who was working. Actually, I heard him on the last episode with Eric. Worked on Cabana Bay, and they said they wanted 15,000 on-site rooms by the end. I don't know whether that includes the stuff over at where Wet and Wild was, or whether they literally just class that as on-site. So obviously Cabana Bay, Sapphire Falls, Aventura when that opens, Royal Pacific, Hard Rock and Portofino. Whether they've got room to put anything else over there, I don't know.
Who knows?
It'd be interesting to see where they'd put it because it looked pretty axed out there now.
It's amazing when you look at what they've managed to fit in the limited space that they actually do have over there. It's unreal, like how close everything is. Like you don't realise how close Universal Studios is to Islands of Adventure until you get to a specific, like certain points and you go, oh, bloody hell, I can see. Like, I know, going back to talking about Halloween Horror Nights being in both parks, one of the cut-through points in 2004 was if you go into Zeus Landing where they do all the stories you'll hear, there's like a set of double gates at the back end of that, and if you go through those gates, that literally takes you through
Field of Screams.
Yes, it was where Field of Screams was.
I've never forgotten it. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny when you look back on the history of that cornfield wasn't what it was supposed to be because of the hurricane that came through that year.
Really?
Yeah, it pretty much decimated it, to be honest,
Jean.
from what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, France. Jean, yeah.
Jane, yes, we were there.
And that, like, it's a 2-minute walk through there into the studios. You don't realise how close they actually are.
It's not 2 minutes when you do it 8, 9, 10, 50 times.
Times a night, yeah. Yeah. You think you do some... Did you go to that year, Chris?
2004, yeah.
Yeah.
I was there.
So you'll know If they open both those parks for Horror Nights again, you think you do some walking now, people, your feet are going to hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Universal's, I think one of their strong points is space utilization.
I think because they've had to. It's the nature of the beast, but I think it's one of those lessons that's certainly going to help in the future. I think Disney a struggle because they've never had to worry about space constrictions. Whereas Universal, they're going to, if they do on these, I haven't actually put it in here, but the 2 new bits of land that they've purchased, if they put 2 theme parks, which is what we're actually hearing at the moment, they're going to use every inch of that land to build whatever it is they put on that land.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I mean, because now they're going into that land with the money behind it, the vision, more of a mindset of forward thinking than before. I think when they opened up islands, right? I mean, they were doing okay, but it wasn't where they're at now.
No, not at all.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting next 10 years.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yep. Yeah. So the last opening we have here
just opened up pretty recently. Talked about this, haven't we?
Yeah. The Marvel character dining.
We need to send. I think we need to send Chris on this. I've already said Darren's getting Aventura when that opens. Chris, I think we need to send you and Alexa over to check this out.
She says I haven't done.
I know.
Character meal.
What's that all about?
Yeah.
I know. This will be the first.
We will definitely.
It looks interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'll be an interesting experience because, like, having never done one before, our biggest issue was always with characters that aren't face characters, so you can't have a proper interaction with it. It's as an adult, I think you would find it uncomfortable. It's kind of weird because it's like a one-way conversation. They're odd. Whereas at least with this, they're all face characters, so you can actually have a conversation with them. And I know from friends of mine that those characters totally embody those characters, and you can have as in-depth a Marvel conversation as you want with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these guys are awesome to talk to, especially the villains, like you mentioned before.
Yes. Yeah, I think they're missing a trick not adding them in there, actually.
They could just maybe once every 6 or 7 meals switch out to be a villain's meal.
Yeah.
I'd be all over that.
Problem is you've only got 2 villains, haven't you? You've only got Doctor Doom and the Green Goblin.
So introduce some of the others, can they?
It's an awkward thing, isn't it? We don't know what that license...
Yeah.
Because it's going to be interesting again, as of recording, Disney are... It seems very, very, very close to buying Fox.
Yeah.
So then the X-Men become part of that full Marvel Disney thing at that point. And the Fantastic Four, and it's weird.
Yeah, I'm curious to see when that finally goes through. How it works with the contract that Universal has now.
I think as far as I'm aware, it still stays as it is because Universal's contract was like the comic book rights, not the movie rights, so it doesn't affect them that much. It's still a weird circumstance that they have to, I assume, still have to run everything by Disney, but Disney can't just go, nope.
Yeah.
They have to at least look at it and go, yeah, fair enough, all right.
Yeah.
It'll cost them too much to retrieve that license.
I wonder what that figure would be. I wonder what the Universal execs have got, like Steve Burke, what he's got in his head. Is it Steve Burke? I think so.
Don't know.
What figure he's got in his head. He said if Disney come, he must have a figure in his head that if Disney come to us and say, we want to buy that license back off you, I wonder what that figure is.
It's got to be something that would do the entire park over again, I think.
And more.
Yeah.
Twice. Yeah. And build out their new 500 acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, it's got to be enough for them to potentially buy a franchise to put in there and completely flatten Marvel Superhero Island and rebuild it entirely.
Yep.
And that's...
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 800 million easily.
Then we're talking about Disney here. I think maybe they will end up buying them out Because if you think about it, right, Universal's using this Marvel superhero island in a very small scale for their land.
Yeah.
Compared to Disney, what they're able to do with it in reference to all the movies they have, all the characters that are known now.
Yeah.
Right. It's leaps and bounds ahead. Now, the only reason why they would throw that much money would be to break that contract, I think, to have the Marvel characters now showing up in Disney, or all the Marvel characters they want. I think it's worth it for them. I think Universal can come out winning as well with a bit of chunk of change in their pocket.
I've said it'd be very interesting because you look at, like, even though Spider-Man's 18 years old at this point, that ride is still cutting edge. It's still amazing, pardon the pun. To see what Disney would do ride-wise with that as your bar being set already, they've got to go above and beyond what Spider-Man is. And it's like, what is that next level of attraction?
Yeah.
Like, Forbidden Journey was the next level. There's still nothing being done, as far as I'm concerned, that outdoes Forbidden Journey as a ride concept. People say Flight of the Banshee is amazing, but it's still only a screen-based attraction, still on like a moving thing. It's nothing groundbreaking, whereas Forbidden Journey was. We haven't seen what that next
level is, that next step, yeah.
Maybe the Star Wars stuff is, but then from that doesn't sound like it's going to be anything potentially groundbreaking. I think Nintendo's going to be that next step.
Hope so.
Yeah, they have a lot of opportunity there.
Absolutely. Right, let's move on anyway, because we're like an hour and 10 minutes in. We've still got a last section to do. And I'll just wrap this up into events. Now, obviously had a celebration of Harry Potter again last year. Chris, have you ever been to a celebration of Harry Potter?
No, I have not.
There you go. It's the same thing every year. They just have different people in.
Yep.
That's that. Mardi Gras. Are you a fan of Mardi Gras, Chris?
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, it's something I know Tracy really wants to.
I'm desperate to do Mardi Gras.
Have you ever done it before?
Nope.
Yeah, it's we enjoy it. We went. The bands that play there are hit or miss. You may like them, you may not. But we really enjoy like doing the food and the drinks, and just kind of seeing the parade and all that. So it's a fun time, and it's included in your pass. So why not?
I know Kenneth did as a video last year of just like the performers around, the people doing Limbo and just the Zydeco bands around and stuff. And it looks really cool. It is something I was like, before that, I wasn't that bothered. But then having watched the video that Kenneth did for us, I'm like, that actually looks like it could be real fun. And I'd love to do the bead throwing off the parade floats. Yeah,
we want to try that. We still have not done that.
Oh, need to do that. It's awesome. Where should we go next? We might as well throw in, obviously, Chris, you've already mentioned that we're all huge Halloween Horror Nights fans. What did you think overall of Halloween Horror Nights 27?
I personally liked it. I thought it was. I thought they killed it with the original houses this year.
Yeah.
It was overall a good event, in my opinion.
Just very, very busy.
Yes. Yeah. We did go earlier on in the season, so it was a little bit, less busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still had a really good time. Everything was done really well.
Well, as people are still getting to know you, Chris, give us your top 3 houses from last year.
My top one was Dead Waters, the Scarecrow, and the Hive. Right?
Really, all the originals. Yeah, that Scarecrow the Reaping was the one when all the reveals came out. I was like, oh my god, that sounds amazing. And then Tracy and I sat here talking to Charles Gray at the beginning of the event, and after talking to Charles, I was like, oh my god, I am so gutted I am not getting to see that house because it sounded amazing.
It was a really good house. It was really, really well, planned out. Dead Waters, again, still my favorite.
Yes.
Just because of the entrance alone. That entrance is one of the coolest entrances to a house that I've been to. Yeah.
That was one that as soon as I saw anything about it, I really wanted to do
You're
that
very
one.
much that sort of Louisiana Bayou voodoo.
Very much
Yeah,
a little short of a house, but still enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What did you think of the scare zones this year then, Chris? Because I'd heard other than Trick or Treat, they were all kind of just...
Yeah, I mean those were okay. They weren't great. Trick or Treat was the best visually. It was amazing.
Yeah.
The I'm trying to think. The alien landing one or the crash site, it was okay. It wasn't. It was a weird scare zone because it wasn't really scary or funny. It was kind of a mix between the two.
Yeah.
They could have done a little bit better job there.
I think scare zones are a weird one, aren't they? Because I don't know, they're odd. Because
you know what? Now that you reminded me, the one scare zone which technically wasn't a scare zone, but it was the clowns.
Yeah, I knew you were
in the Simpson area.
Yeah.
That one, we had a blast. We actually stayed there for a while just because we would sit down, grab a drink, and these clowns were into it, and they were doing an amazing job at scaring people, and we were just getting so many laughs based off what they were doing. So, again, that was my favorite-ish scare zone, if you want to call it a scare zone.
Yeah, I wish they'd do something in Springfield. Out in like a treehouse of horror. It's such a shame they haven't so far, but as I said, this year is going to be a very different kettle of fish. It's going to be a very interesting year, actually.
It's going to be an adjustment year.
Very much. Yeah. And then obviously to finish it off, we've had the big holiday celebration this year was huge. You know, it's way bigger than they've done for a long time, obviously, but the new parade, the castle projection show, which we've only watched on YouTube, and obviously talking to Mike Aiello, the work that went into getting those lands ready, just the Wizarding World themselves for Christmas. It just, like, I was literally sat watching the YouTube video in tears in our living room. If I was there watching it, that's, we talked about wanting sort of end of night spectaculars with that emotional beat. That's what I look for in that. And that, even sat at home watching it, if I was there
in
in Hogsmeade, I would be a gibbering mess on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just kind of comment lightly on those and not get too much into detail.
But it does look awesome, and obviously adding all the DreamWorks stuff. This is the first implementation we've seen of that DreamWorks license coming into stuff as well. And it does, like, I've never been that bothered about going out for Christmas. Like, yeah, it'd be cool, but this year's made me like, I need to go and see all this stuff.
Yeah, I think for Harry Potter alone, that would take...
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
That would make anybody want to go there.
Yeah. It's
just not nagging from his wife.
It's just good that JK's finally loosened those strings and allowed them. And I hope this is the start of her allowing them to do more things in those lands. You know, we desperately need to see... I think we've said it on the show before. Something for Halloween where they project down Diagon Alley and do it like out of the Deathly Hallows, where it looks like all ramshackled and knackered, like in the books after like Voldemort sort of come back into power. They could do that with projections, and it would be amazing.
I just want Dementor drones.
Yes, yeah,
see, drones.
I know.
Give me a couple Dementor drones, and I'll be happy.
Well, it's weird because they do it out in Japan. They had like a Death Eater parade thing in Japan last year and trick-or-treating for the kids and stuff. I don't understand why she doesn't let them do it in Orlando.
Yeah. I mean, and especially during Horror Nights, because it's not like there's a bunch of kids there anyways that would, get afraid of anything going on. I think you're going to have mostly adults going through there. Yeah.
Who understand that license. But then, like, the weird thing is that, I think it was 26, wasn't it, where they just projected like some Halloween Horror Nights sort of light things on the front of the London facade, and she apparently was pissed.
Really?
Yeah, she went bananas, apparently, that they even included just like shining some, when they do like on the front of the Men in Black building.
Yeah.
Just like that, and apparently she was not amused. And
it's really odd that she's one way with, one of the parks and not the other.
Yeah, it's weird. Unless, like, the only thing we can think of, obviously Diagon Alley I can understand because you can't see that anywhere else. But Hogsmeade, maybe it's because it's like that was the first one and that's the sort of flagship. So maybe it comes down to that, I don't know. I'm not going to complain that she's that anal about her property because we've got what we've got because of her.
Yep.
Yeah, quality's been up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there you go. That wraps up 2017. As usual, next week we will be inviting our good friend Mr. Jim Hill back onto the show, as we always do every year, to discuss what's coming this year and beyond. And I think there's going to be a lot of conversation about Nintendo. Some interesting things flying around at the moment about Nintendo. I did want to say, obviously, Chris, again, welcome to the team. It's good to have you. It's been good. I was saying to Tracy off air there, it's been a good. We sort of felt you out in this episode to get an idea who Chris Zavala is and where he sits on certain things about Universal Orlando.
It's been fun.
But we are adding a new member to the team as well, but she's only going to be doing a regular little segment like Robin and Michelle and like Seth does for us. And that's, if you remember back to our Terminator 2 3D tribute show, Miss Alicia Stella will be joining us once a month. I think we're starting off to do a Rumour Mill segment. She's taken over the Rumour Mill blog, posting Rumour Mill blogs on our blog, and she's going to be doing, for the time being, just a monthly segment on the show of sort of picking through that month's rumours and stuff. So Alicia's kind of joining us in a little capacity there. So hopefully she will start in 2 weeks' time. So
we have to have her do it in the voice too.
Oh yes, laser designators active. Cool. Right. So that's going to wrap up episode 281. We'll be back, as I said, with Jim Hill next week. So for Tracy and Chris, I have been Lee, and we will see you next week.
Cut, print, that's a wrap for another episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Never miss a show by subscribing on Apple Podcasts and leave us a rating and review while you're there. Not an Apple user? You can listen on Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, or your podcatcher of choice. Email us any questions or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Just search UUO Podcast. Keep up with the latest news, rumors, and updates on our blog at uuopodcast.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week.